All right, now Krugersdorp residents say they live in fear as illegal miners constantly threaten and harass them. This morning, the bodies of two more suspected illegal miners were discovered close to an active mine in Krugersdorp. This comes after 19 bodies were discovered there just yesterday. The cause of death has still not been confirmed at the moment, and according to police, it seems the bodies were moved elsewhere after the death. Let's go to Pule Letshwiti-Jones now. Pule, what's the update?
Well, yeah, the update is that, it's still 20 or 21 bodies that have been retrieved from this mining dump here. And just like you've said, 19 of them which were discovered yesterday, 2 this morning. But I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to try to see if we can't speak to the mayor as well, Tyrone Gray, just to give us specifications of really what have they concluded when being on site. I see he's being accompanied by some of the members of the South African Police Service. This would be, of course, the perfect opportunity to actually grab him and speak to him and just ask him just a few questions regarding what had happened. She's going to be joining also my colleague here in just a second, and then while that's the case, she will be speaking to him. I see she had an appointment with Heidi as they have been communicating. But as far as we understand, Masiho, is that from where we're standing, there's still members of the search and rescue team inside. So obviously that is quite evident that there may be the possibilities of more bodies actually being inside the mining dump site as the members of the search and rescue team try to retrieve and recover some of the bodies that are still inside here. Police saying that they're still investigating the cause of this matter, but from what we have established, speaking to some of the members in the SAPS in terms of sources, and that they believe that these zamazamas could have been trapped inside as a result of the illegal activities that, of course, have taken place. That's far as we understand. Perhaps maybe my colleague is currently now standing with the mayor, and perhaps they can just give us a detailed brief of what he has concluded when he came.
All right, Pule, I don't know if we do have connection to Heidi Jacobs at the moment. While we establish that, maybe you can give us, all right, the team is telling me that we do actually have Heidi Jacobs with us. Heidi, I believe that the mayor is now with you. Just tell us exactly what the mayor is saying to you today.
Yes, certainly. The mayor has joined us now, and I think it's important to just get some clarity with regards to how Krugersdorp is handling all of this. This is not the first time you're seeing such a serious crime happening in the area, so let's just perhaps get some perspective. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. Sorry for the up and down. Perhaps just tell us, from your assessment, what you have assessed here. We do know how serious and severe the situation is, especially in Krugersdorp with the rape that happened, the rapes that happened in mid-July. Maybe just tell us, as a mayor, what you are assessing here.
All right, so it's incredibly important that we have a holistic, coordinated, collaborative and cooperative program of action, given the specific localities on the border between Mogale City and Rand West Municipality. So in terms of establishing the district mining combating crime forum, it has yielded results. Obviously, as soon as you do operations, there's displacement, and this displaces into other areas on the periphery. So this is why we also need to coordinate with Rand West Municipality to ensure we secure the entire area for both residents.
Have you engaged with community members with regards to what's going on here?
Yes, we're in constant engagement with community members. In fact, around about last month and the month before, we also did group counselling sessions. We realised that the events are traumatic, so that a lot of people need counselling or just to ventilate some of the issues that they found so that they can heal as well.
From your understanding, how serious is illegal mining in this area?
It's incredibly serious. The issue is that the entire West Rand area, originally its economy was mining based, and as the mines became dormant and moved on, a lot of that ore is still on a crown, which means it's very close to the surface, and then there's still level 1 reefs running in the entire area. So what we need to do is start securing those areas and mining the gold out, so to discourage any of the illegal mining.
And how will you be working with authorities to make sure that you get to the bottom of this and to not really have a repeat repeat of something like this?
So indeed, in relation to this specific case, the inquest will be opened and we wait for the outcome of the investigation. However, we constantly support SAPS, public safety as well as private security in order to roll out these programs such as closing, sealing off, rehabilitating the landscapes and then securing the areas. We've had numerous successes, but unfortunately due to the vast amount of area that we need to cover and the volumes of zamazamas in the area, it's a constant rolling exercise.
What's your understanding of what happened here?
I don't have a full understanding and I don't want to make any commitments because the investigation is still underway. But it seems that due to the rains, a lot of the tunnels had been covered in water. And this has dire consequences for people's lives in terms of being able to exit, given that illegal mining doesn't have the same infrastructure and support that's necessary for safe mining activities.
So essentially you're saying that these people could have been underground.
They could have been underground. Indeed, some of the shafts are so connected that there are shafts connecting all the way from, let's say, Rietfontein going to Carletonville. There have been rumours and stories that you can actually take a boat underwater, so on an underwater channel to reach other mine shafts.
Do you know whether this mine is licensed? What are the owners telling you?
It definitely is licensed. There was a changeover from numerous mining companies and the mining license through the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy has been transferred to the companies as they acquired them.
But are they compliant? I mean, it's easily accessible. One can easily get to that place where you come from now. Are they, compliant?
Well, they have committed to enhance the security.
Are they compliant?
I can't speak on behalf of the mine.
But from what you've seen?
Well, I'm not a mining official, so I'm not in a technical aspect to advise that. However, security does need to be boosted for the area. And as you were saying, this side is Rand West Municipality, this side is Magadi City. So we're going to have to coordinate resources.
Do they have security? Did you see security?
They did indicate that they do have security and that we will bolstering that security.
Did you see security?
I didn't see with my own eyes now, but I've only been at site for 30 minutes.
And have you spoken to the mining bosses? What are they saying?
I just briefly spoke to them. They said they are still assessing the situation, busy draining as much as they can. Obviously, we don't want to also endanger the search and rescue lives. They have to wait for a lot of the water to be drained because due to poor ventilation, the fumes from the generator sucking the water out can also intoxicate someone.
Do we believe that there's more people trapped underground?
There is a possibility. That is a possibility. However, now we don't know what the quantum of that figure is.
Do you know who and how the bodies were found? Who found the bodies and how they were found?
That I do not know.
What informs that answer of more bodies still trapped underground? I mean, is it
this is simply an idea that has been reported on, that the volume of individuals was more than the 21 that have been recovered in operating in the area. So it is likely, probable. However, I can't say that that will be the case.
So can I just get clarity? Are you telling us that this could have possibly been linked to the fact that there were rains and it flooded the tunnels where illegal mining was taking place or legal mining was taking place? Both legal and illegal. However, in specific this locality, it's due to unsupported shafts that are being illegally mined. And then as the rain came in, obviously it trapped someone, a few individuals.
It seems as though you believe everything that the mine owners are telling you. Are you not concerned about how these illegal miners were able to gain access to this place? I mean, to me, it seems as though you believe whatever that they're telling you, and you're not going to be conducting your own investigation there.
Oh, well, it's not for the Municipal Council to investigate. However, we support the investigation, and the inquest is going to be opened, and we will avail ourselves with whichever resources SAPS needs in order to finalize that investigation.
Did you do an assessment of the extent of the illegal mining in this area post the gang rape earlier this year, and do you have a report of that?
We do have a report. We've also submitted it to the DMRE so that we can start the rehabilitation process. However, the illegal mining spans kilometers. It's not simply this locality here. It runs all the way to Rietfontein, Sitkombile, it's in Mindelo. It really is a systemic issue on the whole West Rand, if I could say that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Masego, as you can hear, there's a possibility, a very high possibility that there could be more bodies that could possibly be recovered, and it's all linked to the fact that these tunnels were possibly flooded due to the rains. However, we will be also speaking to some community members because, as we've mentioned before, this area has, of course, not had it easy and has seen some really tragic and serious cases, that rape that happened in July and now the 21 bodies that have been recovered. So certainly more work needs to be done in this area.
And Pule, just back to you, you've been speaking to community members as well who still have complaints around how police are dealing with the matter of illegal mining in Krugersdorp.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they were quite concerned. In fact, they were saying, you know, their safety is something they feel is not prioritized. You remember before there was a police imbies that took place in Krugersdorp, then in Katlehong, where the police officials, particularly Police Minister Pule, of course, had said that they would be deploying the tactical response team to ensure the safety of residents in these mining areas as well. But I just wanted to take a listen to what one of the community members had to say earlier on regarding this issue.
Friday, I was here with the security guys. We were driving around here. They came out here with big guns. They came to us, then we drove away. So we have a big problem with these Zamazama people. We as the community, we are in big trouble. We can't sleep at night. Any sound that we hear at night, we think it's guns. There was a big truck here that they were loading by hands. They were not using the machine. Daylight, it was around 10 o'clock in the morning. So those guys, they saw us here with the marked bakkie for search and rescue. Then they came out from the bush. They came to us, then we drove away. We didn't talk to them. But if we did stop, they were going to do something. It's either they were going to tell us to pay them or to take the phones or to shoot us. But anyway, we were lucky they didn't say anything to us because we drove early.